Hello everyone, this is Kaguya here with game 1 in the series between David and Frankie. We have David on my left side playing Kaguya, while on my right side we have Frankie playing Shion. Shion is a very interesting ruler, allows you to see the top card of your deck each time you want, and by doing that you're able to see what you draw and so on, so you can trigger some abilities of like some certain cards and so on. He did hit a Magic Stone, so this Magic Stone does allow him to grab a card from top of his deck if he calls it correctly with the typing and the name and so on, whatever, right? However, we do have David on my left side playing Kaguya. Kaguya is very control-ish ruler, the ability to cancel automatic abilities, so it's pretty much like an Abdul but better because it can cancel any automatic abilities you want, so such as Rook Egg, cards such as anything triggered in the graveyard and so on. It allows you to stop it from happening. Not only that, Kaguya has the ability to turn all your moons to green wheels, and also each time a moon typing card comes to play, you draw a card. So it gives draw power, mana fixing, what more do you need, and obviously on the J-Rule side, control as well. So let's get back to the game itself. Currently, life point wise, 4,000 compared to 4,000. We did notice that Frankie always top checking because he has to top check. Well, he doesn't have to, but if he does, it does benefit him a lot because his J rule allows him to see it, like I said before earlier in the video. By seeing on top of his deck, he can use it, like use what he wants and so on, like so he can see what he can draw or see what he can do and so on. Allows him to get a lot of good plays afterwards. So you can say that he's like playing a very you can say see in the future type of deck. So you gotta see what I draw and so on. In comes the Swan, using the Awakening by tapping the Elf, Breeze Elf. However, it's getting bounced back by Frankie since he does reveal an odd number with Dreams of Wonderland. But however, I think Frankie forgot to put the card to the graveyard instead because he actually added back to his hand by accident because he was explaining why he can't get the Awakening from the Swan. For those who don't know, Swan has an ability. What it does is that when it awakens, recover Resonator. If you do, +2, one counters onto it if you do. But since he couldn't recover Resonator because he already targeted the Elvis Breeze or Moonlight and Moon Breeze Elf, whatever it's called. But however, since response, he bounced it back, so not allowing the Awakening to resolve. So meaning it did resolve, but however, he didn't get the plus 100 2 counters. So let's call +2 2. It's a bit easier for me to explain. So yeah, forcing his opponent to block because he did play the Regalian play. Not only that, because Magician has an ability when it attacks. You call the cards on deck. If the card on top of the deck is correct, it gets +2/2 on blocking and attacking. So it does give you extra power play. So very strong. Not only that, he plays Muse at the same time. By calling a Resonator, he allows to add a card from that top of the deck to his hand. So draw power again. So Shion on deck has a lot of draw power, and dropping Hydromonica. Hydromonica, in my opinion, is one of the best Regalia at the moment. The ability to tutor for any cards you want from your deck to put on top of the deck. So it's pretty much like Vampire Tutor from Magic the Gathering. Instead of 1 cost, well, it's actually a 1 cost for Shion deck, but however, for any generic deck in general, Hydromonicon is a 2 resource to search for any card you want and put on top of the deck. Not only that, you they're drawn too often, you can discard and draw a card, and the ability to tap it as well, to put the top card of your deck back to the bottom of the deck. And with Shion's ability, it benefits so much with that ability as well, because you can put dead cards from top of the deck from Chest Cat, or you don't want to draw into it, put it back to the bottom of the deck with the Regalia. So this Regalia, in my opinion, is one of the best Regalia out there at the moment. Currently, we did notice that David put Tsukuyomi in the field. Tsukuyomi isn't moon, so it will allow him to draw a card from Kaguya's ability. Not only that, Tsukuyomi is a 5/7/2 drop. It also allows you to stop your opponent from playing any activate abilities, so such as the ability that he wants to trigger on his own from his Resonator, by the way. So Tsukuyomi only stops active ability from Resonators, not J-Roll or Regalias. So after the draw step, looks like Frankie is going to pay the Hydromonicons of cost. Now, it's usually a 2 cost, but since your ruler Shion, or Shion shall I say, it's actually 1 cost instead, so you can search for any cards you want and put on top of the deck. So I'm assuming it looks like Frankie is about to do his big power plays by J activating. That's my reason why, because by J activating, you can check the top card of the deck and trigger his ability. He does J-activate and putting Celestial on the battlefield. Now this is a very interesting play. Celestial has the ability to search for any angels you want, or 4-drop angel below, and put on the field. And he does put Lucifer because Lucifer is a demon and an angel. So it's a 9/9 angel and the ability like a chameleon, but however it doesn't target. So your opponent chooses a resident they control and banish it or sacrifice, I should say. So now threats on the field now, so I don't know how can David handle the situation. He's versing against a Celestial, which is 10-10, and a Lucifer 9-9, and a J Ruler, which is like 9-10 or 9-11, should I say? Yeah, 9-11. So very, very tough situation as well. Not looking too good, but because not only that, he can gain life at the same time. Because Celestial allows you to gain 300 life when he declares an attack. Heals 300 life for each angel you control. So he's currently controlling 2, so a lot of power plays. And not to make matters worse, David doesn't have any battlefield. So which is the worst scenario you want to be in. He put the Regal on the field, so it does allow him to get his awakening cost a bit easier. But however, he didn't deactivate in the previous time because he only has 3 Magic Stones, but because if he does, he can't even deactivate in the first place anyway, so unless he draw like Vigilant Regalia, then trigger it off, then sure, but at the moment he can't do it. Dropping the Swan, using the Awakening cost, for those who know, the Swan allows you to recover Resonate if you do +2/2 1/1 counters onto it, but since he's thinking about it and so on, it does allow him to go a bit more aggressive if he has a field present, but however, since his field is quite empty, I don't see the point of Awakening. But however, he can target his opponent, so he can get the +2/2/1 counters onto it. So it will allow him to get a bit bigger, and not that it's a fly as well, so it can prevent all those Lucifer or Celestial attacking directly. So it does give him an upper hand for defensive play. So back to Frankie's turn. Frankie does still have the ability to check top card because the J Ruler size still allows it. Attacking directly with Celestial and gaining 600 life, and attacking directly, and is forcing his opponent to block. Yes, it does block. So he does die. So you're gaining 600 life, putting life a lot harder for David to gain to deal with. Attacking 900 directly, and for those who don't know, the God Arc for his J Ruler allows you to fight each other, so it's like a dual truth you can say, but gain +500 attack and defense at the same time, so very, very strong. And not only that, with the Regalian play, when it dealt damage by J Ruler, draws a card, so Frankie is getting a huge advantage from here that he needs, so doing a ton of damage at the same time as well, and putting David down to 1,200 life points compared to Frankie's 4,600 life. So not looking too good at the moment. I don't think David can do anything in this situation because he couldn't J-activate earlier, and knowing that all the triggers are resolved, so putting a lot of big threats on the field, so it's definitely nothing David can do at the moment. So at most he can maybe use some kind of removal spell, like such as Stoning the Death and something like that online if it has it. Tapping for another Magic Stone, so I'm not sure about tapping for another Magic Stone is a good idea, but since he's not going to J-activate anyway, not putting him in a good position. He does scoop it up, so that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for this, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for Game 2.